Hey guys, how's it going? It's Zachary Bloom here, and today we are going to design business cards. We're going to design it in Corel Draw, then we are going to transfer that Corel drawing into the Trotech job control, and then it will be able to be laser engraved. So before you even get to this stage, what you're really going to want to do is find some nice wood. I use plywood, but you can use any type of wood. You can actually even use leather if you want to, like a thick leather. Or cork, but really I just find plywood is the best. So before we even start anything, I'm going to want to follow my black cursor here. I'm going to come over to this rectangle tool, and I'm going to click that, and I'm going to just make an outline. Okay, perfect. Now I'm very sorry, how did I get to this point? Alright, so you're just going to want to go to File, then New, and then in this area, you are going to want to change it to 3.2 and then 2. And then click the white, and then you will get a small box like this. Now you want to create your rectangle. Alright, next we're going to want to come over to the color over here, and then go to the red box. Sorry, you're going to want to click your rectangle, and then go to the color, and then go to the red box. Now Trotech only notices the red 255, all right, that color. It notices that as a cut. So then we're also going to want to go up here and change that to hairline, because it only notices hairlines. If it's not a hairline, it's going to try and engrave it, and you don't want it to be engraved. All right. Now, really, business cards have corners, but when you're messing around with wood, you don't want sharp corners. So we're going to want to put some radiuses on the corners here. And we can do that by coming up here and just increasing our corner radius. And you will see that they're going up. I like I don't like 0.3. I think I like 0.2. I like 0.2. Now you notice that it messed a little things up. That's fine. You can just grab this little node here and you can move it around. I'm going to just bring it down here a little bit. Now it's going to snap. Just zoom in, and then you can actually get a really nice. You want to keep this cut line within the work plane here that you made at the beginning. There we go. Perfect. So now when this cuts, it will cut these radiuses out. So you don't have to go to the sand belt and try and do it that way. All right, perfect. So now what are we going to want to do? We're going to want to add some text to our business card. And since this is being from Mr. Lewis, he says this all the time, we'll go solid works. We'll make that a capital works. Check it out. All right, perfect. Now, you're going to want to take this, go over to your pick tool, and then grab this node, and then drag it back a little bit. There we go. Now, you're going to want to keep these a little bit away, that I found, from the cut line, because the cut line, when it's cutting, it might burn the wood on the inside a little bit, and we really don't want that. All right, perfect. SolidWorks, check it out. Now, why did I leave here? Normally you have a logo or something. So if you design your own logo, that's great. But if you don't, you can go online and you can pick a picture out. I picked this picture. All credits go to clicker.com. So we go back into our drawing here, and we go to File, Import. You locate where it is, and then you just double click it, and then select it in. Now it's going to be pretty small. Just zoom in, make it a little bit bigger, and then you click it again, and then you can drag it around, okay? Oh, look at that. SolidWorks, check it out. Boom. All right. Now, I really don't like how this is all set up, so I'm going to click here, and I'm going to just drag this down just a little bit, so it's around average rate. So I've decided not to go and find one. I spent around 10 minutes looking, and I just didn't find anything that would really fit for it. So tutorial video. Now watch this. Now if I misspell tutorial, and then I keep typing video. Now I can come back here and I can click it, and it'll come up tutorial, right? Good. So now we come back over here to our tool, our pick tool, and then we move it. Now, I really don't like the size, nor do I actually like the lettering. So how can I edit this? Well, I can double click it, and I can now type again if I wanted to, or I can come over here into this object properties. If I click the character, I can change all the characters about it. So I'm going to want to highlight it, then come into here, this little drop box, and then come on down here to really find something that sticks out to me. I think I kind of like this copper plate one. I think it just looks professional. All right, so we put that right here. Tutorial video. Perfect. So now if I wanted to, I could just click enter and make something else, but I'm not going to do that. The reason why is because I like to be more precise with my things. So I'm just going to create another text thing. Engraver tutorial. Perfect. So now obviously this is bigger than our title up here, so we're going to want to go here. Now I can follow my cursor now. I can come up to here and I can change the size this way, as well as changing from the nodes. So I'm going to have it be right around there. That looks good. All right. Right there. Now I'm going to put in the YouTube channel that you guys can go and watch this video. So I'm just going to type in YouTube channel. And I'm going to want to change this. We'll keep it. We'll do something like that. Perfect. All right. Go back to the select tool there. And here, tutorial, YouTube channel. Perfect. Now go back over to the A to create once more another text. And operation engineering. That is the YouTube channel. You guys can go and view this video, which you will know because he is going to tell you, I hope. And we're going to want that to keep the same because we want that. So I'm just going to exit out, change this, click on it so I can. Sorry, I need to click my tool up there. And then we're just going to shrink it down. Now, you need to keep in mind that you don't want to make your letters too small. And the reason why is because it's engraving and you're going to want to be able to read it. Awesome. All right, perfect. Now, when you bring in these pictures, it's good to zoom in to see the quality of them. This is a little bit crappy. So the good thing to do is just click it, follow my cursor now, come up here to trace bitmap, and then just do a quick trace. Now this makes a copy of it. So watch this. One, notice it's smoother in most areas. It's smoother here, smoother here. Still a little rough right there, but it was better how it was. Now if I move this, I'm left with that original image there. See how bad it is? So I'm just going to go up into edit and undo that move. I just want to show you that it makes a copy of that image. It will not read when it's engraving the image below it, only what is in front of it. All right. Now rule of thumb, if it's red, it will engrave. If it's black, it will engrave. Did I mess that up? Red is cut, black is engrave. There we go. All right, so now we want to go to File, and then Print. Now, very important, listen up, go to Preferences. Okay, now notice the width and the height. You must notice this. It will be whatever the last person did. So if someone made something that was 10 by 8, when you come in here, it will be 10 by 8. It will not be what you changed at the beginning. Okay, so you're always going to have to come in here and just make sure you change it. If you don't, it will look very bizarre. If you want, you can come in and have some fun with it, but just if you're trying to make something real, make sure you check that. Okay, in material settings here, we obviously want to go into wood. If you're using wood, shouldn't say obviously, if you're using wood, you want to go into wood. And then you're going to want to come in here, and because I'm using plywood, I'm going to click plywood, and that automatically changes these settings. Watch, I'll go to birch. See how the power changed to 50, velocity changed to 10? So we just stay with plywood, all right? Because I brought a photo in, I'm going to want to stay in photo optimized. That'll just make it a little bit better. The program knows that I put a photo in there. If you also want to put in colored photos, change it to photo optimized, all right? We're going to keep the resolution. We're going to go to our cut line, and we're going to keep it rectangular. See, if it was circular, it would look like this. We don't want that. We want it rectangular. Even though we put radiuses in it, we still want it rectangular. Okay, we are not inverting it, and we are not flipping it. So now you just click this button, which basically sends it to the printer. You click OK, and then you're good to go. Now, you're over here, and I made a practice video, so I have some videos, things right here. That's how it works, check it out. All right, when you click on it, it shows you that. So we want to find the one that we just did. Ours has the radiuses on it, right, like that. So if there's already something in here, you're going to want to right-click it, and then remove job, and remove job, and remove job. Okay, perfect. So now we want to find ours. Right here. So we drag this in. Boom. It's in there. Now notice it won't connect. The reason for that is because the engraver is not on. Okay? I need to turn it on. So if you haven't turned it on already, turn it on. It will do a systems check. That takes around a minute at most. So we'll come back when that is all done. And you'll notice when we come back that there will be crosshairs, and we can drag this and put it onto the crosshairs, and that's where the laser is. So we will come back when it is done calibrating. So once you've turned the engraver on, you'll see that you have a crosshairs. That's showing exactly where your laser is pointing down. Click and drag it, and it will automatically click right there. Now normally you'd be done at this point, but if you're trying to do a whole sheet, you're going to want to right click and then just click duplicate job. And then you can keep doing this your entire sheet length, and then continue downward. Okay? Please make sure that the power is 80, depending on the material, and then make sure that your velocity is 1. If it's anything higher than 1, it won't work. And for my engrave, I'm going to put my velocity at 10, with the power at 80. So velocity means how quick it's going to go. The power is how much power is going behind the laser. The higher the power, the hotter the laser is going to be. All right, so close the door, and then just click go, and then we are on our way. If this comes up, make sure you click all jobs. The reason this is coming up is because I only have one of them clicked because I wanted to see the cutting times. I think it costs like 20 bucks for a sheet. Not this, like a whole huge sheet. Alright, so when you get this, you're going to want to bring it over here. You're going to want to open your door up. Boom. That's for recording stuff. Don't worry. You can also use these steel things to put, to hold this down, because some of your wood may have a curve in it, like this one does. You'd want to use this down if you're going to try and print the whole sheet, okay? But please, if you're going to do that, have a lab assistant in here to help you out, because let's see how it bounces a bit. Okay, so now we're going to talk about setting this up and how to focus the laser. Okay, so the laser focusing tool, is what I call it, will be in this drawer. Always put it back in this drawer, please. Okay, so you have your little handle here, and then on the other side you have this like copper bronze little thing. All right, you're going to want to put that into the rivet, the little track in there. All right, so let's go do that real quick. You're going to want to take it like this and then just insert it like so. Perfect. All right, so now you use this keypad here to move the laser along its axis. Alright, you use this to move the crate up or down. Alright, so once you get with the laser where you want it, you're going to want to slowly raise it just so it falls off. Nice and gently. Perfect. Now it is focused and you are ready to engrave. Make sure you close this. You close the door to it. Just lower back. Don't make a sound. Put your clip back into there so we always know where it is. Perfect. You are now ready.